Grace, please, call Sam. Tell him to come back. Tell him that you were wrong to insist that he meet with Ivy.
Flora, I can't. I have to know if he still has feelings for her.
But he's told you over and over that he doesn't.
But he lied to me over and over. He lied to me when he told me that he never had feelings for her. How can I ever trust him again if he doesn't resolve the feelings that he does have for her?
Grace, look, Sam has been married to you for over 20 years. He's never been unfaithful. He's never looked at another woman or even thought about another woman since he married you. He has proven his love to you over and over, Grace.
If he didn't have feelings for Ivy, then why would he lie to me?
To protect you, because he didn't want to hurt you. Grace, you are reacting over a relationship that was over before he met you. Let it go. Just call Sam, tell him to come back, because if you don't, you're going to destroy your marriage, your life, Sam's life, and the lives of your children. Call him, Grace.
Hello, Sam.
Look, Ivy, I'm only here because Grace insisted I meet you.
Well, Grace has good reason to want us to meet.
No. She's got this crazy idea that I need closure in our relationship. But I told her that's nuts.
Is it, Sam?
Of course it is. Look, our relationship ended 20 years ago. I have no feelings for you whatsoever. And there's absolutely nothing that we need to close in our relationship. So I'm going to go back to my wife now, and that's all there is to it.
That's not all there is to it, Sam. And you know it, or you wouldn't be here.
No, I've already told you why I'm here.
No, you never would have agreed to meet with me unless somewhere deep in your heart you wondered about what might have been.
Ivy, don't do this.
Sam, can't you feel it between us? Can't you feel the sparks? They're the same sparks that were there when we used to walk on the beach. Nothing's changed, Sam. Between us, everything is the same. When are you going to stop denying it?
Oh, my, Julian. You get stronger and better every time we do this.
Ah, well, in this case, familiarity breeds expertise, my dear.
Well, as your future wife, I am so looking forward to growing old with you.
So am I. Which is why I'm more convinced than ever that you shouldn't be the other woman in our little plot to separate Louise and Sheridan.
But Pookie, I thought surely after what we just experienced, you'd realize that I could never want any other man but you.
No, pleased to hear that, especially since you seemed a tad too eager to jump into bed with that fellow we hired to impersonate Louise.
Oh, I was just trying to protect you. I mean, the fewer people that know what you're up to, then the safer it's going to be for you. I mean, what if you can't find another woman you can totally trust?
You'd be surprised how much trust you can buy with the right amount of coin, my dear.
Oh, don't answer that, Pookie. No, I want us to resolve our little conflict before we do anything else.
I don't consider it a little conflict that the woman I'm engaged to marry wants to jump into bed with another man.
But I already told you my motivations.
I'll have to have those blankets cleaned the next time I come home.
Father?
Alistair?
This is so amazing. I still can't believe we're engaged.
I hope you know how happy you made me.
I do. And you've made me so happy. I love you so much.
I love you too. And I promise I will always love you. and that we will always be together.
You want me to tell you what I know? Fine. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. The whole world is gonna know what you've done.
You're bluffing. You know, if you really knew something, you would have told everyone already.
Really, Teresa, you have no idea what I know. I know everything.
Man, you were great, Chad. Well, you pumped up that reporter's ego?
Yeah, it was good, wasn't it?
Oh, man.
Hey, man, if that guy lets me work for him at the tabloid, we'll be able to find out who sent that email.
Yeah. Email that ruined my life, told the whole world that I'm not a Crane and I'm Sam Bennett's son.
You really want to find out who did this, huh?
Yes. When I find out, they're gonna wish they'd never been born.
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of the bird I knew could take me high as breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
Father, what is the occasion for this rather inconvenient call?
I want to know what you've decided to do about Sheridan and Luis. You have come up with a plan to separate them, haven't you?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I have, and I intend to put the plan into effect before Luis has a chance to propose to Sheridan.
As usual, a day late and $1 short. Luis has already popped the question, and your sister accepted.
Oh, Luis. You have made my dreams come true. Everything is perfect, just as you promised it would be. Thank you for giving me these wonderful memories.
Well, memories aren't over yet. I toast to my beautiful fiancée, the future Mrs. Luis Lopez Fitzgerald.
You still loved me when we were pulled apart, and we would still be together if it hadn't been for my father and Alistair and Julian's tricks.
No, Ivy. You were a grown woman. You made your decisions, and you chose to marry Julian.
And it was a mistake, and I knew it immediately. And that's why I came to you on my wedding night. The night we conceived our son.
Yeah, the son you held from me all these years?
That was a mistake, I know, a mistake.
No, a mistake is when you buy the wrong kind of milk. You lied. You manipulated Julian, and you lied to the both of us. Now, if you would have come to me and told me that you were pregnant,
But, Sam, if I had told you I was pregnant, you would have married me. And we would have raised Ethan together as a family. You're right. It was more than a mistake, and I will regret it until the day I die. But that's the past. And this is now, and we can put all of that behind us. If you just listen to me, Sam, because I remember what it was like to love you then. Because I have never stopped loving you. And I don't think you've ever stopped loving me either.
I have to take this risk, Pilar. I have to know that Sam is over Ivy, completely over her. I can't live my life thinking that my husband has another woman in his heart.
How can you be so stubborn, so stupid? Pilar, no, really. You have no idea what it's like to go through your whole life without a mate. But I do. My husband has been gone for years. I've had to do everything alone. I've raised my children without their father. Now, I love my children dearly, but they are not supposed to replace their father. Oh, my God, I would give anything, my arm, to just have one day with Martin. And here you are, throwing away a perfectly good marriage, deliberately throwing your wonderful husband into the arms of another woman.
Pilar, I hate to see you like this. But obviously you must think that there is a chance for Sam and Ivy.
I didn't say that.
But you're afraid of it. You're afraid that if Sam spends time with Ivy, that he will rediscover his love for her.
All I know is that Sam had many opportunities to go back to Ivy, but he didn't. He chose to be with you. To be with you and your children. I mean, doesn't that tell you anything, Grace? Doesn't that tell you how much he loves you and your family? Please. Please, don't be stupid. Don't throw your husband into the arms of another woman, or you will regret it for the rest of your life.
Do you mean Luis has already proposed to Sheridan?
If you'd remove your head from Rebecca's ample bosom, you might be able to keep up.
How does Alistair know what we were doing? Are there hidden cameras?
I have no idea how he knows all and sees all. He just does. They're either hidden cameras or servants on his payroll. You'll get used to it.
Stop talking to Rebecca and tell me how you managed this latest screw-up.
Screw-up?
Not only have you screwed up a way to tear Sheridan and Luis apart, you revealed one of our deepest secrets. The Luis imposter, the mask. What possessed you to tell Rebecca?
She wanted to help, and I...
Help? Were you also planning to have her help you kill Sheridan if it came to that? That's right. I know everything you told Rebecca.
Excuse me, Mr. Crane. Alistair, I don't know what to call you. Father-in-law, perhaps?
Never mind that. What is it?
Well, I know you think that Julian told me something that he shouldn't have. But I want you to know that I am intending to be his wife, and the kind of wife that will be everything to him, including confidant, so you can trust me completely.
Oh, I know you can be trusted to keep your mouth shut because you know exactly what will happen if you alienate the Crane family. You open your mouth to anyone, and you'll wind up dead.
Like I said, Gwen, you're bluffing. You're just trying to upset me. You're trying to ruin my wedding day.
Oh, you mean like the way you ruined mine?
You just hate me because Ethan chose me, not you.
Well, Ethan won't be fooled by you for much longer.
Is this a good time?
What do you mean? Fooled by me?
We really must try on some of the other styles.
You know exactly what I mean.
They're still fighting. We'll come back later.
I think that's a good idea. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Teresa, be careful, okay? You're making Gwen really angry. If she doesn't tell me what she's talking about, I'm going to do more than that. Well, look at her. She's about to scratch your eyes out. Don't worry. I've got everything under control.
Oh, you have nothing under control. I know so much more than you can possibly imagine.
Well, if that's true, then tell me. Why don't you tell me everything that you know?
If that's what you want, that's what you'll get. Because when I reveal your secret, I'll expose you as the lying, manipulative bitch that you are.
Hey, man, I'm trying to find that reporter. Talk to him some more.
It's a good idea.
Hey, man, you know, I figured if I could be his, Jimmy Olsen, I can get the inside track on whoever sent that email.
Hey, Chad, you know, if you do this,
I'm really indebted to you, man.
Well, hey, look, man, the guy did say that he had contacted all the major email servers, so he should be able to match that email with a name, with a couple of phone calls.
Oh, I really appreciate it.
All right, well, just name your firstborn after me. Yeah. I used to be, I was sharp, man. People used to hire me, you know.
What the hell is going on here? You two know each other? You bastard, you're working for Ethan Crane, aren't you?
Hey, man, look, you got it all wrong, okay?
He's not working for me.
You know, he's been pumping me for information about my sources on you, Mr. Crane. Oh, that's right. You're not Ethan Crane anymore, are you? You're a Bennett, whatever the hell that is. The hell with the both of you. You'll find out who sent that email when the whole world finds out, when it's on the front page of my newspaper, huh?
Hey, you know what? Wait a minute. You're gonna tell me who sent that email. You're gonna tell me who ruined my life.
You must forgive your husband, Grace. Sam lied to protect your feelings. And he's apologized over and over. He wants to save his marriage. He wants you, Grace. All you have to do is forgive him.
And just forget about Ivy. Forget that he had a child with another woman, a woman that he kept buried deep in his heart all of these years.
You know that I've worked for Ivy for many years, right? That I've been her confidant. I know her. She's not completely evil, but she is spoiled. And she's lived her life with the knowledge that her own actions cost her the man she loved most in the world, your husband, Sam. And Grace, she will stop at nothing to get him back. She will lie, she will cheat, she will do whatever she can to steal him away from you.
And you think she'll get him, don't you?
I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that you can stop this right now. You can have Sam back in your bed tonight if you just find it in your heart to forgive him. Can you do that? Can you find it in your heart to forgive your husband?
You're wrong, Ivy. I did stop loving you. I fell in love with Grace, the woman I married, the woman I'm still in love with. So I'm gonna go back to my wife now and tell her that we have closure. My feelings for you are resolved. I have none.
You can tell Grace anything you like, but she won't believe you. Grace was adamant about wanting you to explore your feelings for me. Do you honestly think she's going to believe you could do it in such a short time?
What the hell am I supposed to do? How am I gonna convince her that I'm over you?
Convince me first. If you can convince me that you are over me, I'll tell Grace.
Your words mean nothing to me, and I'm sure they don't mean anything to Grace either.
Oh, I disagree. Grace will ask me, and I will tell her the truth. I will say Sam doesn't love me.
I know your tricks. I see how you lie, how you manipulate. You lied to me, Julian, and Ethan. Hell, you've lied to the whole damn world, so why would you tell Grace the truth?
Because I love you, Sam. I'll tell Grace the truth because of my love for you. But first you have to convince me.
I don't believe it. How did you do all this?
You're gonna have to thank Hank.
Hank did this?
Yeah, he came here after we left, and, well, now,
Thank you. I feel like a princess.
come on, you grew up a Crane. Didn't you always feel like a princess?
Not like this. I never felt this loved. You make me feel truly, truly special. Truly loved.
I'm good. So I'm gonna make sure you always feel that way.
Hurry up and finish dressing. I want you to go to Sheridan's cottage to speak to her and Luis.
Well, that wasn't really part of my plan.
I'm taking over your plan, Julian. We're doing it my way now, and I'm making some modifications.
Well, yes, I suppose.
I'm warning you now. If this plan doesn't work, we're going back to what we should have done in the first place.
You mean?
Yes. If this Luis imposter gimmick doesn't work, you will have to kill your sister. Sheridan will have to die, and Rebecca will have to help you. That's right, Rebecca. You want to be the wife that Ivy never was? You'll have to prove it. Prove it by helping Julian kill Sheridan.
Answer me, Grace. I want to know, can you forgive him?
Of course I can forgive him. I've already forgiven him. I just can't forget. I mean, I can't even sleep, Pilar. Every time I close my eyes, I see Ivy in Sam's arms. I mean, I caught them together so many times that I didn't believe my own eyes. I mean, the Crane Christmas party, at the seascape that night, and then at the ski lodge.
I know, but you shouldn't blame Sam. It takes two. It always takes two.
I mean, do you remember when Julian had that vision in the mine shaft? He said that he saw Sam and Ivy making love. Well, that disturbed me so much that I asked Sam point blank if he had ever had a relationship with Ivy, and he denied it.
I just want you to know this. Every time you found Sam with Ivy, it was Ivy's doing. She pursued him ruthlessly, and Sam rejected her time and time again, but she never gave up. Grace, let it go. Sam loves you.
I would really like to believe that.
Then allow yourself to believe it. Believe it before it's too late.
Okay, Ivy. How do I convince you that I'm over you?
Well, to begin with, you can start treating these meetings the way Grace wanted you to treat them. You can talk with me instead of at me.
Now, what the hell is that supposed to mean?
It means we need to talk about our past, Sam. You have to remember what we used to have. Don't you remember all those nights on the beach when we would talk until dawn? Sam, we would talk about all of our hopes, all of our dreams. We'd talk about everything. I'm still that same person, Sam. Just talk with me.
Talk about... I could talk to you about Grace. When we first met. I could talk about when our first child was born. About all the good times we had as a family. But I doubt you want to talk about anything like that.
No. No, I would much prefer to talk about something else. Something we have in common. Our son, Ethan.
Oh, get your hands off me or I'll sue.
Go ahead. You couldn't win enough money to buy a drink. You know, I'm not a Crane anymore thanks to you. You know, what are you going to sue me for? I don't have anything.
Ethan, come on, man. Just let him go. Right? Ethan, listen to me. No, down.
No! I'm going to find out who sent that email.
The guy could bring you up on criminal charges.
Yeah. Hey, man, so what? You know, my father's the chief of police, right?
Yeah. You know what? You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Do you think this is pretty funny, huh?
Yeah.
Well, the real joke's on you chumps. Because I have no intention of finding out who sent that email. Nobody cares except you two. And you're nobody. So you can forget about knowing who destroyed your life. You'll never know who sent that email. Never.
Damn!
If anyone's a liar, it's you, Gwen.
Well, we'll just see about that, won't we? I'm warning you. Get ready for your world to be rocked.
Look, this isn't getting either one of you anywhere. Why don't we just put this on hold for a little while?
I'm sorry, Whitney, but what I have to say to Teresa really can't wait.
Gwen, I need to talk to you.
Not now, Mother.
Yes, now. What on earth are you doing? Are you crazy?
Well, I'm sorry, but I can't stand watching her flaunt her wedding to Ethan in front of me. I'm gonna go blow her out of the water right now.
What? You can't do that. Not now. Not in the middle of a cat fight in the foyer. Look, if you do that, then the only one who's gonna hear the truth is her little friend, Whitney. Because then she's gonna go right back to Ethan. She's just gonna stare at him with those big eyes. She's gonna lie through her teeth and come up with some silly little story, and that'll be that. No, this is not the time.
Okay, well then I have to get out of here.
I think that would be best.
Oh, hello, Gwen.
Bye.
Goodbye, Gwen. What's this all about?
Mrs. Crane is helping me with my wedding dress, Mr. Crane.
What is she?
Well, very soon there's going to be a new Mrs. Crane. One who might not be so giving. In fact, one who might take something back from you if you're not careful. Well, come along, Julian. We have places to go, people to see. And what in the world did Gwen's mother mean by that?
I don't know. But she sounded so evil.
What was it like when Sam and Ivy were in love?
They seemed to have a strong, passionate relationship, you know, but it was a first love.
That's why you're afraid. You think that Sam never got over his love for her.
No, that's not what I think. All I know is that for the past year and a half, Ivy has thrown herself at Sam at every opportunity, and he never stopped loving you. He married you, Grace, and he's been a faithful and loving husband for the past 20 years.
How do you know that he didn't think about her, want her?
Well, I don't. But I do know that you're playing a dangerous game by placing Sam in this position. On the one hand, he has a wife who's telling him to see another woman, who's pushing him away, who tells him he's not good enough to be her husband. And on the other hand, there's a woman who would do anything to have him in her life, who loves him unconditionally and passionately. I mean, if you were a man, what would you do? Would you be with a woman who is pushing you away, who tells you you're not good enough for her? Or would you stay with the woman who loves you just the way you are?
Okay, Ivy. You want to talk about Ethan? Talk.
I know you resent me for not telling you about our son, and I can't make up for that, but I can share some of Ethan's life with you. Here, this is for you.
He was a good-looking kid, huh?
Yes, he was. Here's another one.
Ivy, what is this?
It's the way I always pictured us as a family, you know, you and Ethan and me.
Ivy, you shouldn't have done this. This is wrong.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to show you.
Okay, fine. You're sorry. Look, I should go.
Wait, Sam. Please. I want you to have this.
More computer-altered pictures?
No, I only did that once. And I didn't mean to upset you. These are pictures of Ethan. I took some from each year of his life and made an album so you could see him grow up. Please, just look at it.
All right. was nice of you to do this. Ethan, playing baseball. When did he start?
Oh, he always loved baseball.
Yeah, so did I.
I know. Julian never played, and he always wondered where Ethan got his talent.
Look at this one. Did you know that Ethan batted left and threw right just like I did?
Like father, like son. I still can't believe all this. I'm engaged.
Yeah. Yeah, you are. Hey, so am I.
You know, I hope you'll forgive me for being so paranoid earlier. Worrying that something would happen to keep us from getting engaged.
No, don't worry about it. We're engaged. There's nothing anyone can do to tear us apart. Who can that be?
I have no idea.
Surprise!
We wanted to be the first to congratulate you.
Your engagement.
No, Pilar, you've got this all wrong. Sam knows why I sent him to see Ivy. But if he spends time with her and doesn't become involved, then I'll know that he's over her. And then I am the only woman in his heart. I hope that you are not making a terrible mistake. You're opening a door for Ivy, and heaven help Sam when she makes up her mind to have something or someone. Well, if he can't resist her, then at least I'll know. I just hope that you don't find out too late. I hope so, too. I'm gonna go. Bye, Grace. Dear Lord, please, please bring Sam back to me.
Why does he have that look on his face?
Oh, that was Ethan after way too much Halloween. Oh. I love this one.
What are you doing here? How did you know?
Well, Father called. He alerted us that you were officially engaged. So we came by to help you celebrate.
Father called? He wasn't furious?
Absolutely not. No, he was very happy that his only daughter had finally found true love.
Yeah, I'll bet that's what he said.
Those were his exact words, Luis. So, I'm here to welcome you to the family. Here, everyone. Darling.
Oh, thank you.
And here is to true love. No? To true love.
Yes, to true and perfect love. Thank you, Julian, Rebecca.
Why don't you cut the bull, Julian? What's going on?
Well, we and Father are simply welcoming you to the family, Luis, and we're here to tell you that we're planning a party celebration.
Party?
Yes, we have something very special in store for both of you.
Oh, yes. Very special.
Man, I wish that reporter hadn't seen us together.
Yeah. Don't worry about it, Chad. You know, he can't sit on that information forever. You know, I'm an attorney. I'm sure I can figure out some way to make him release it.
Yeah, that's right. You can do that, huh? Hey, don't forget, dude. Your father is the chief of police. I mean, You could ask him to help you.
No. I don't want Sam involved in this.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, that's right. It probably wouldn't be cool for him to get involved anyway.
I mean, what do you mean?
Well, I just mean that, you're a lawyer, officer of the court. You got your ways of gathering information, but at the same time, you got to follow certain rules, right? Well, so does the chief.
Yeah, so?
So, I got my ways of gathering information too, man. And rules don't apply to me. And with my methods, let's just say that, let's just say that Chief Bennett probably wouldn't approve.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Chad, I want to thank you for everything you've done.
Hey, look, don't thank me until I've actually done something, all right? Hey, but between you and me, we're gonna find out who sent that email.
Well, whatever Gwen's mother's talking about, you can be sure it's not going to be good for you.
But what else could she take away from me? The only thing that I have left is Ethan.
All right, look. Are you sure that neither Gwen nor Rebecca knew about Ivy Crane's personal letters in your computer?
They can't. And there is no way that they can take Ethan away from me.
Well, they have to know something, Teresa.
No, they don't. Or else they would have said something already. And they both still think that I stole Ethan away from Gwen.
Well, they do have good reason to think that.
But that's silly. If Ethan really loved Gwen, then he wouldn't have looked twice at me. No. Ethan loves me, and Gwen and Rebecca are just bad losers. They don't know my secret. They don't know anything. They're just trying to spoil things for me. But I'm not gonna let them or anyone else come between Ethan and me.
Is it safe now? Can we get on with the fittings?
Please.
Your gown will be the envy of the Eastern Seaboard.
It's gonna be so beautiful.
Yes.
Thank you.
Enjoy it while you can, Teresa. Because when your wedding day comes, I'm gonna make you wish you were never born.